Hey everybody, let me just check because I'm new to this to make sure we're live. Impromptu live. I'm going to start it off solo here and then get some feedback. Let's not do that. Just want to make sure I'm live. I am. Hello everybody. So I'm going to start this off and Broseph going to join me. He is on the West Coast. I'm here on the East Coast, but I tried to do this yesterday. I get caught up and busy, and I wasn't able to do it. But if you're doing rideshare, you're doing Instacart, Roadie, Shipped, SHIPT, any sort of app that you can like open your phone and kind of have a little bit of time to look at the orders. If you got really quick, you could probably do this with like a DoorDash on Uber Eats or Uber and Lyft and stuff. But it's more of something that you would do if you have a little bit of time, right? What I've done, let me take you over here. Let me take you over here. Okay. So I created a gig work project within ChatGPT, and I have, and I can share this with you. We have work instructions here, and then I have a 100-point output system checklist. A way that I want to see the data that it gives me, and then the full instructions. And this are both can be edited. The reason being, you won't be able to see it here because I can't expand this. But the top part of the template that I'll give you allows you to go in and edit your vehicle, how much gas is in your area, and then like different stuff, your shopper speed, right? So let me go over it and I'll tell you. So, because there's going to be different for each individual, you'll have, different miles per hour, not miles per hour, gallons per hour and stuff that your vehicle gets, what your gas mileage is and stuff like that. So in order for the script to work, you need your vehicle make. It also will tell you if orders will fit in your car. So carrier capacity will be picked up by your vehicle make, model, and year and everything. Gas mileage, the price, the cost of gas in your area, and then what else? Oh, and then like if you're doing Instacart, right? And I'm doing this live, so if you go into Instacart and you hit those like at the bottom there, the middle little things, you can see your shopping rating. When I did this originally, I was at 108. I'm down to 105 a second per item. So what we're going to put that in there too, because it's going to calculate your shop time, right? And actually, let me just show you one here to give you an idea, right? So once you come in for an evaluation, and these are all different ones, you can keep one going. You can open different ones, but I'm just going to pick one up. You're on your phone. You take a screenshot of your order, right? And you put it in there. And this particular order, I was in Epping, New Hampshire at the time, and it was a drop off in Newmarket, but I was heading from Exeter through Epping back to Concord, right? So this would make me backtrack. So if I was like on one of my routes, this would be a backtrack and I would have to ask it if it was worth it. So let's just do a couple of things here. Let's just do the raw beginning way that I ask it and say, I'm the blue dot. Now it'll recognize the blue dot in the screenshot that's you for your location. And I'm just going to upload the screenshot here, and it's going to analyze this for me. And the reason I did a number system, right, 72 out of 100, instead of a range system like from $0 an hour to like 10, from 10 to 20, from 20 to 30, is each area is going to be different. So this is particular saying the net hourly rate would be approximately $26.10 per hour. And it's got the wear and tear cost, the fuel cost, and everything. And you'll have to determine, like, for your area, what actually becomes. So for my area, this is telling me this is borderline a 72. But if you're putting orders in this all day and you're getting 50s all day as a verdict score, then that's an average verdict score for yours. And you'll eventually have to start taking some of those orders, right? But if you're constantly getting 70s, and then it gives you 50, you know right away that that's something that you don't need. Oh, Broseph here. Let me add him to the stage.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, good morning, Rob. How you doing?
Good morning. How you doing? Doing well.
Pretty good. I appreciate you getting up early. I was telling the future viewers out there and time traveling in the future that watch us that you are nice enough to come on early in the morning. It's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think it's 8 a.m. for you over there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so appreciate that. I had created, and maybe this would be better explained to you, even though I don't think you're doing any ride shares. I had created this gig workflow for
sick. Holy cow, nice.
For gig work. It's pretty easy. What I did is I have a script here, and people can go in and put the type of car they have, the year, make, and model. ChatGPT will automatically go online and get the gas mileage for you. You're going to put in the average gas that you pay for, like what the average price of gas is or whatever. And then you go in the shopper app and you add how quickly you shop. The shopper app will tell you how many seconds, how many items. Like right now, I'm 105 per second, 105 seconds per item picker. I was 110 seconds per item. And then you get a 100-point checklist here, a verdict that the way it spits out the verdict to you, and then the instructions. And I was just showing them that I put this in here, this screenshot of this order here, and it tells me that this batch is like borderline but it will make me about $26 for the hour. The reason I did the number systems here was because everybody's going to be different. They might run this through their local area and they keep getting a 50 score. And they'll have to recognize, well, that's the type of orders your area has. So don't like shoot for 100, like figure out your thing. So I used to have it set up that it just said like, it was ranged. Like if you made $25 to $30 an hour, or like 20 to 30 was one range, 10 to 0 was one range, and 10 to 20 was another. But I think the numbers work better because then it's can be globally done.
It gives you kind of just a, at an immediate glance, just like, all right, okay, I kind of got a feel of what, how profitable this is going to be, how good this is going to be for me.
Yeah. And also it's going to be based on, like, if you're in New York City, like maybe your verdict score every day is like a 30 because it's so competitive. You shouldn't be waiting for a score of 100. The scoring system is not like
it's
one
not
is the worst. Yeah, 100 is the best, one is the worst. Kind of is like you want the number to be higher, but it
is for like like I guess, as to your point, more like nationwide, sliding scale. Like this is ideal. This is the platonic ideal of a of a perfect Instacart order versus, if you're seeing mostly 50s, and that's probably what you're just gonna have to be accepting.
Yeah. So in the perfect area with the perfect order, you could get 100. But for your area, the practical best orders might be 50.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of change around. So all I have to do, like when I'm on the road and a new order comes up, I'll go in here, I take a screenshot of it, and we'll look at this one here. So this particular one, my blue dot is hidden, but I was in Pennacook, Concord. There was a pickup here that had to be delivered to Raymond. And you look at it, like my first thought is that doesn't seem too far. And I'm going to make $30, right?
Yeah.
So in the past, I probably would have scooped this up. But now I can actually get like objective data and compare this to, say, a $20 order that I had to bring to Loudon from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go in here and I'll just say, pick up Sam's Club Concord, drop off Raymond. I'm in Pennacook. So I'll say I'm in Pennacook because I was at the time of this, and then drop off Raymond. And a lot of times you don't have to put the drop off. With this screenshot, it'll do a quick analysis. And I do this right on my phone, so you don't have to, obviously be at home. So now, even though it's $30 for that order, this is a reject for me because the total time is almost going to be an hour and a half to make that $30. Just to get from my house to the Sam's Club is 22 minutes. Then paid drive times 41, but the shop, even though the shop was short, I guess it's only going to take 6 minutes, which I doubt I could get into Sam's Club and wait in line. But they're just saying the amount of items just to pick them, you would still have to wait in line and go through everything would take 6 minutes. So basically, this works out to be $18.40. So this particular order that's $30 is actually worse than this $23 order, because this $23 order, I'm basically, the total time's 52 minutes. So it's less than an hour to make 23 and almost an hour and a half to make 30.
Yeah.
And some people might be saying, well, I can do that in my head. And it's like, you kind of can, but it helps when you start getting into, and let me see if I can find a double batch. So here's a double batch with 2 drop-offs.
Yeah.
And I'll just tell it I'm the blue dot for this one. And it's going all the way down to Manchester. So this is a pretty far drive. So, and then I'm going to do one more thing, and then we can get into what you were working on.
Man, that's a great script to have set up to you just upload the picture and say, I'm the blue dot. And then, you don't know further instructions. It's all pre-programmed in.
Yeah.
God, that's incredible.
And the reason I have to say on the blue dot is because you can also do it another way. So like, say I was way up here north, right?
Yeah.
In like Laconia, New Hampshire, and I'm going to Manchester anyways.
Yeah.
And this order is on the way. I can pretty much say like, I'm in Concord, even though I'm in Laconia, and I don't want it to know that I don't want it to say that I'm the blue dot, because the dead time mile doesn't matter because I have to drive that anyways if I was on another route. So I just wanted to figure out if it's worth stopping at that location. So with this particular one, it gave a really terrible score because again, you're over an hour and a half to make $23, and with the wear and tear, you're only making like 14 an hour. Let's see if we can find. I want to find like a big order. Sometimes like you see a big number and you're like, oh, well, that's good because that's a lot of money. Oh, like this one right here, $45. And I'm in St. John. So you're like, oh, sweet, $45. Like if I did 3 $45 orders, I'm almost at 150 for the day. So let me take a look at this. And again, we're just going to say I'm the blue dot. And this one's borderline. So not quite an hour and a half. It still claims that your net hourly is going to be $29 an hour. But now I want to show you something else.
Okay.
I'm going to say I'm in St. Johnsboro heading to Concord. How much extra time to get to Concord will this add? Because this is simply just looking at like here, go do the order, stop. That's your hourly. but you have to still go to Bear, go back to Danville, and then get back on route.
Yeah.
So on the blue dot, heading to Concord, New Hampshire. How much time of a detour? You could put it however you want.
Yeah, they understand it.
Yeah, and it'll go back in and it'll recalculate based on whatever you're going through. So with this, it's saying, okay, if I was just going from there to there, it's 245. With the Bear in Danville, it's going to add, so it's going to be an addition of almost a full hour. So I'm adding an extra 60 minutes to the drive. Still kind of doable, but you just got to understand whatever. And the reason I do this is because I'll have a main medical route going in a direction.
Yeah.
And I'll say I'm on my medical route. I'm heading from Concord to St. Johnsboro, and this order comes up. By St. Johnsboro is a 5 p.m. deadline. Can I do this delivery? And is it worth it to Detour? So you can add multiple different types of instructions based on your route for the day. And then this will like understand what you're like trying to do. So
nice.
Anyways, that's it.
Very convenient.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this in my Google Docs, and then I'll put a link for everybody below, and they can go on. They can download these 3 PDFs, so they'll have them, and then you just need to take this instructions from this work here, update it so that it's your vehicle, the gas in your area, whatever. You kind of got to do it once a month if the gas changes, and then you just cut and paste that in here for the instructions, and then you can use the same checkpoint system. And again, yeah, like if it was a roadie order, like last thing I'll say, where you're picking up boxes and it might say like this is 90 inches long, 24 inches wide and 2 inches tall. It's like a tube or something that they would need delivered. And I have a Jeep SUV. Will this fit in my cargo space? This setup too also does the if they'll fit, and all you got to do is send it a screenshot, and it knows your capability. So it's fallible because it's just AI is not perfect.
Yeah,
but it does get these data points should be enough that you can mentally do the rest on your own and decide if it's good or bad for you. So
yeah, like you were saying with you people, oh, I could do it in my head. I mean, that was when I did pest control before, they have these routes set up, and for all the text every day, and some days they were better than others, but some of the days that they were worse, I was thinking to myself, man, they should use ChatGPT to route the service routes, because like whatever software they're using now, obviously, apparent it is evident to me that it doesn't use AI, because some days the houses would be right next to each other, just a few minute drive, then I'd have 18, and then another day I'd have 18 services, and it'd be 15-minute drives, there'd be an hour drive, there's several half-hour drives, simply because if you're looking physically at a map all the time, that's not telling you the entire story, but
I used to do, a lot of people probably know me from my other channel I took down. I believe I took down, I don't know, the Right Property Solutions, but I started doing real estate inspection videos a long time ago, before the Instacart stuff, and I had to route everything, and I had some really good software that I would route like 100 stops, and then I could upload it to my handheld nav system like GPS before everyone used their phone that I put in my car. And Then like MapQuest, you can put in like, I think MapQuest still, you can put like 10 addresses and it'll optimize the routes or whatever. But I did try to use um, AI a few years back and it wasn't that good. And then recently I tried again and it almost did the same. So like the technology is getting better. Even the thumbnail that I made the other day, when I tried to make thumbnails 6 months ago, they sucked. He's still very AI oriented, but they kind of nailed it on the first try. So
Yeah.
but enough about this. If you guys are interested, I'll put once this goes live, I got to work today at noon. Then I'll try to put the links and stuff later so you can get the Google Docs. But I wanted to talk to Broseph a little bit because you've been on fire over the past 2 days. Got a little fire under your ass after you decided to move away, let's just say, from the W-2 into the 1099 world.
Yes.
So tell us all the positive things that's been happening between growing the TikTok account, the eBay stuff, the thrifting. Let's go.
Yeah, so last night made the first sale on eBay. I got
sounds for the air horn creation.
One sec. Let me quick add too. Let me grab the stuff.
All right, nice. Yeah. So no daddy here, why we wait. So if you're just tuning in now, Rob Broseph Smith had stopped working his W-2 job, and he decided that he was going to, anything that wasn't nailed down, he was going to start selling on eBay. Then he went out thrifting and found some stuff on eBay, and he made his first sale yesterday. So here we are.
So first sale on eBay was not any of the things I thrifted, but it was some of these copper coins that I bought.
Let me see if I can make just you the center of attention.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. Wait, hold on. Oh, there we go.
Here we go.
Don't make me nervous, but go ahead. And
so here we have my first product sold. That is quickly flying off the shelves with a one set sold. No, but we got these copper coins. They're 1 ounce well, they're not proper coins. They're 1 ounce copper rounds.
Nice.
Let me try to get this.
I can kind of see it. There's a little bit of a. I'll put a link. Maybe we'll put a link to your stuff too in the description afterwards. If anybody wants to go check out the listings or whatever.
Yes.
Those for you too. So one of those, is that the one that's sold, or was another one?
It's either this one or one of the other weed designs. I forget exactly. I'm gonna have to go look, when I when I package it up. But I've got let me see. So far 100. Let me see. 180.
We got your familiar in the back.
Yes. Little kitty cat, little opal. What a good kitty. But she not she. I have these is for sale on my eBay. Lots of 3. That's what I'm selling them as right now. Seeing how that goes for now. Lots of 3 for $15, $14.99. 1 ounce copper rounds, $9.99. Pure copper. More collectibles at this point. They're full disclosure, it's not the same value as buying a round of silver. It's not but then again, rounds of silver were like $20 a decade ago.
Dude, I have a couple of troy ounces here that I remember getting for like $7.
Yeah, dude.
They're sitting in my safe, and I've just been like holding them for like ever, just because I was like, they're gonna be cool. And then around those is a Ziploc bag of old school printed coins that are silver that
nice.
The U.S. minted.
Yeah,
because when change used to be a thing and you would get it like at McDonald's and stuff, I would always just look at it and throw the rare ones in a jar.
Yeah.
And, and as I moved over the years and we stopped using chain, which we all went digital, they've been in my safe. And then a couple times, like my buddies were like, "Oh, do you know what to do with this stuff?" And I would buy their silver from them and throw it in there because they didn't want it. And now fast forward, in emergency situation, I have a couple $100 or more of silver sitting down there that like I said, the 2 troy ounces or 2 or 3 troy ounces that I have in there, the cubicle,
Little bars.
rectangular bars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, I know I got those for like between $7 and $12.
That's awesome.
Long time ago.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
and now it's up at 100. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it did fall back down. It is now sitting around I didn't check this morning, but it was it dropped down as low as like 68 or something like that yesterday, and then popped back up around, I think it was hovering around 75 when I went to bed last night. But
Nice. I don't plan on doing anything like I started collecting those not with any like sort of like consistency. And I
yeah.
just like have them over the years because it was like the like I'm saying, it was stuff like I got it from McDonald's and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go spend an actual silver dime
Yeah.
in silver. I'll just throw this 10 cents. So it was like a 10-cent investment that I just kept doing over the years. So
Right. And at
yeah.
the time, it was probably a little closer. If it was silver is around $7. It was probably, oh yeah, this is like maybe $1. So now those coins are like, $6 to $8, like for a silver dime.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy. Yeah, so yeah, so I never got a ton of precious metals, but I did have like a lot of silver. I have a lot of silver dollars and stuff too from my
nice.
grandfather because he was into that. Okay, so you sold those on eBay. They're going
Yes.
out the door.
First
put
lot
the
of
link
3.
below. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes.
and
And
then go ahead.
oh yeah, and I just so haven't sold anything else on there, but do still have I also have some couple other jackets listed on there. I have just some random clothes. I'm gonna go ahead today. I have a GameCube I want to list. I do want to go. Gotta spend money to make money. I'm gonna have to go buy some because I don't have any games for it. I don't know where they went. So I'm gonna go. Actually, I think I acquired this. Anyways, whatever. Long
They
story
should
short, I acquired
sell
this
pretty
GameCube. I
well.
don't have a game.
No,
Yeah,
I sold all my video games, made a ton of money off them.
sick.
Original stuff or whatever. So just all right. So let's just backtrack a little bit. So
Yeah,
you've had an eBay account a little bit, but
I've had.
you never really you bought on it. You never sold on it.
Yep. Yeah.
So when
Exactly.
you were like, okay, I have to make a listing here for my first time, what did you end up doing? How did you make the listing?
So I went to just the selling page, and then there's a button that says, make money on eBay, list your product, sell something. So I went there, I hit that in. I believe I had to, you know, uh put in some more financial information, possibly. I forget exactly.
Yeah.
But then yeah, then it was just you you start with taking a picture of whatever you're listing. You take several pictures, and then speaking of AI, eBay has integrated AI feature where they whenever you take the pictures, it kind of just picks up whatever you're taking a picture of,
Right.
and then it
You use
automatically
the eBay
categorizes it.
app to take the photos.
Yes, use the
Right.
eBay app, take the photo, and then
So I mean, not that I'm not playing like dumb or whatever. Like I've done eBay before. I've been doing it for years. I wanted to ask you some questions
yeah,
as like a first time user.
yeah,
So like the people that are doing the first time about like the anxiety and stuff. But that's nice to know because the part that always frustrated me why stuff would sit around is because I was like, oh, I got to take these pictures. They got to be so good. I got to get like a backdrop. So now I'm going to go to the stationery store and I got to buy a white backdrop and put lighting. And then I have to write. Like, I feel like I'm in English class again. So now with the new eBay system, you're saying if you use the app, the camera like picks up the photo, it makes it
yep,
almost a perfect photo. And then they even have AI writing too. Like, so
yep.
if you give us like some basic details, the
I mean,
AI
it
even
auto
writes
fills in the description of whatever your product is. It fills in all like the categories and stuff.
yeah,
It'll ask you specific things like, is it used? Is it new? If it's closed, something like that. And then you can go into, not only to the headline description, but you can go into like the caption description, and it can also develop an AI thing, which, it's for example, for these coins, it'll say like, 3 1-ounce rounds of, 999 copper, blah, 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 blah. A great collection, featuring a cannabis design with medical codices. It is a good,
Whoa.
that's solid. I like that.
Okay,
I like
sorry.
that.
I
No,
didn't know that. Do you like this better or like the sorry to interrupt?
Oh, no. Yeah. It's
I
either,
kind of think
dude.
this is
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
dope.
I like that better. It's
Yeah.
more intimate. No, but,
No,
but
you feel a little-
I feel like I'm almost kissing you. No.
No, I always wondered like how like now I kind of got to look straight how Dave Smith and them always did these like cutoffs like this.
Yeah.
This makes sense. All right. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I'm like looking.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but so it'll come up with like the description of
Yeah.
what you're gonna of what it is based on what it's seeing. You can kind of adjust the different details and stuff in there. I pretty much just leave it on there. Maybe I'll add like, in like, for example, with this stuff in plastic capsule, because sometimes it misses that. But or for some of the clothes, it'll be like, it's used, and then at the very end I'll just put like, upon inspection, either little to no tears or wears or anything,
Yep.
or by the way, there is this slight tear here. I'll put all of that right at, I'll put it in there, usually at the end, but just, as it's just a little short blurb there. But yeah, it's very convenient for AI to just come up with everything for you. So that, because like you said, the anxiety of like, all right, I got to take the pictures, I got to sort it into whatever fucking thing it is, and all the subcategories, and then I gotta figure out that, because also they AI an estimate of the package, so it'll automatically AI guess how much it's going to cost you, and also
That's really good. So now much of it is covered. So yeah,
it's
that's
really
great.
integrated now with AI.
I wanted to say, have you seen my feed is like all business stuff. My camera's off to the side here, and I have 2 monitors. So I feel like when we do the close up and I'm looking like at this monitor to see you, it doesn't show up. Right?
Oh yeah, no, it's fine.
But have you seen the app called US.Carrot?
No.
So it's an app. I think it's called US.Carrot. My whole feed is like, want to make $10,000? You're an idiot if you don't do this. Whatever. But I guess it's like a local app. I'm assuming that Facebook or somebody will immediately buy it or soon. But you literally take a picture of something you want to sell. The AI scans it and asks you a couple questions and makes the entire listing for you, including pricing and stuff like that if you want. And then you go and you it's local though. I think it's not shipping where you're going like to your neighbors and stuff and actually going to get the money for the stuff that you're finding. And I've seen a lot of ads for it, but I was thinking like Home Depot will have a sale like on leaf blowers and all this stuff that gets like really cheap.
Okay.
And a lot of times people will buy them like because they're like $50 and they typically sell for $200. And people will buy like $200 worth of them at, $50 a piece, and then just put them on Facebook Marketplace or whatever and say, $100 delivered. And I'm wondering if there's a way to do something similar to that where you're using the US Carrot app not to necessarily like price gouge, but to find deals and then kind of get paid to deliver it to the person. You're not making a lot of money, but it's kind of like your own delivery app where it's like, I don't know. Cause I was just thinking about, that's the AI one that I've seen recently. It seems like eBay has a lot of different stuff in it. It's basically, you scan any item with this US Carrot app, it makes a listing for you, puts it on, and then you go sell it locally.
Nice. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that sounds like exactly what eBay does for you. So maybe they already scooped it up, but but yeah, that kind of, that also just reminded me. Okay, hopefully I'll be able to make another few $100, because I just remember this. I had, when we moved here a year ago, I had I bought this pretty expensive filter fan, because I was we moved in here and off the bat I was having some pretty bad allergies. I was like, all right, I don't know what the deal is.
Dude, I just got one myself. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I spent a pretty penny on it. It was like a $900
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like it's a unit. It's a
dude,
unit.
I bought like a $190 one on sale.
Yeah, dude. No, this one was on sale.
I thought like whatever.
It's like 4 feet tall. Like it's in our bedroom. But it's like,
do you crawl in it like Michael Jackson when you go to bed? Dude?
Well, it's
$900, dude.
It's like an industrial strength one. So because it said it can filter,
Is it like
you know, 4,000 square foot warehouse.
Yeah, you know when you go on in the movies when they go into outer space or they go into like a submarine.
Yeah,
you go into your bedroom and like you shut the door and you turn this thing on. It's like
yeah. Exactly. When it's on full blast, which I don't have it on all the time because you know, especially running the humidifier, but like when it's on full blast, yeah, it's just like it's quieter than you expect, but it's pretty powerful.
Nice.
Anyways, when I got it delivered, I got 2 packages delivered with my name on it that were about the same size, and I was like, I ordered one of these things. Turns out the other thing was like a I think it was like some kind of, I forget exactly. It was like some kind of water filter, water softener thing.
Okay.
That was it's worth like, I mean, at least 5-7. I think when I looked it up, $500 to $600 or something like that. But it's just been sitting in my closet, and I had actually listed it on Facebook Marketplace a year ago, and then doing this job, you know, or wow, I don't do it anymore. Doing the job I used to do, you know, I just be, you know, too caught up with all the all the BS. Oh yeah, here we go. But yeah, I ended up yes, a TikTok. I ended up.
I have to use the restroom. I thought I could put this up, and then you could. Whoops,
oh yeah.
For a second, and you could go over how you grew your account to 369 followers in 3 days.
Yes, in 3 days I am up, and in fact, really up from yesterday.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, for sure. Yesterday I was at about 70 or maybe 70 to 90 or something like that. I forget exactly. Anyways, so I did the thing that I'm not sure if you're supposed to do, but it's what everyone is doing on TikTok. There are these TikTok live streams that people do. They'll say, like on the TikTok live stream, most of them they'll say like something like 1K, 2K, or 1K, 5K, 10K goals at the top or something to that effect, or like, you know, let's meet new friends, or, you know, quality engagement or something like that, and some other hints that these specific engagement, they're literally engagement farming lives. Like I you know, I'm sure they use euphemisms, but that's what they are. It's engagement farming lives. So you're in there basically, you're adding the host, you're sharing the live, you know, whether to specific people or just reposting it. Then you're or adding it to your story as well. And then what you're doing is, you know, you're liking the live, you're hitting the tap, and then you're also going into the comments and then posting, you know, for example, if it's a one that you haven't been in before, sometimes they'll say something specific, like they'll have little hints on the side, like, you know, a green heart if you're new, or, you know, a blue heart if you're returning, something like that. And basically then you post those in the chat, which you post them multiple times, which is interpreted as, you know, you spam it. And then but yeah, so you go in there and then you scoop up. That's one term they use, instead of, you know, let's mass add people. They say, all right, let's, you know, scooping up new friends.
So
stuff
yeah,
like that.
So I got into the you know, I kind of mentioned this to you, like this has to be it, because they were like, if you're missing 500 followers, if you're under 5,000, under 10, this is where you want to be.
Yeah, and you know what to do, and it's like, no, I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
You
so
have,
then
but
I was
because you have
that's
to read
me when
behind
I
the
was
lines.
you go here and it's like I must be like not against policy, but like frowned upon because
Yeah.
people are like getting followers this way. But I mentioned it to you because you get in there and like, hey everybody, you know why you're here, you know what to do. And they're going like this, and the screen's covered in like all sorts of stuff. And so I was like, if you have time and you can figure this out, I think this is how you get followers in these live
Yes.
networking events.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I couldn't figure it out. I started feeling like it was those people that are like ice cream, bloop bloop, pop pop, bloop
Yeah.
bloop.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
it felt like to me it was giving me slight psychosis. So
Dude,
basically,
that's what I was saying. I made that Twitter post the other day. I was like, I cannot understand this shit. I feel like I need to eat 5 grams of mushrooms and just like drive myself insane, scrolling endlessly through TikTok just to terraform my brain to figure out what in the fuck is going on here. But
well,
I've
you're
kind of
doing
figured it
pretty
out. We
good
got mushrooms.
here. Like, I mean, I think it's a pretty good ratio. 242 likes, 369 followers. You followed 646 people.
Yeah, I've
And
obviously been following way more people that have been following me back. So
yeah, so but I mean, the goal is, I mean, the first goal is 1,000, and then the big
yep,
goal is 5,000 because you can start going live for the TikTok affiliate. I think 4 hours a week at 1,000,
yeah,
and then unlimited at the 5,000. So we,
understand
I
correctly.
mean, you're not that far away
Yeah,
because I'm sure it grows exponentially from the 1,000, and then we can proof of concept the affiliate store. And I'm
yes,
so excited to
that's what I'm
see you
looking
go
for.
live on the affiliate store. Like get research an item, get it up there, and just make it like $6. If you
Yeah,
just sell one item in an hour, and we like, okay, we can do this.
yeah,
Um,
this model works.
yeah. So what did you think worked the best as far as adding followers to your TikTok account? I know that I know the networking and the comment and going into those rooms, but I mean, like when you're in that room, what
Yeah.
could I focus on if I was going to spend an hour in one of these networking rooms? Do you
So
like have
focus.
to read the chat? Do you have to listen to the person? Do you have to read some of the craziness around?
So it's kind of a little bit of like if you respond to some of the people are just some of the live creators, they're just going. They're like, all right, awesome, we're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, the pin comment. All right, be sure to add them. Yeah, be sure to scoop up new friends. Blah blah blah. And they're just going. Sometimes some of them though are actually saying things, or like they're singing along the music. And if you're clever enough, or then make something funny, then they'll pin that comment too. Otherwise, you say stuff like, a literally just multiple comments of, here to make new friends, here to, here to engage, or also if you're new, then sometimes they pin you specifically if
Yeah.
you do the green heart thing and you're like new here, looking to make new friends, and then they'll be like, look at Broseph. I can't read sometimes. Broseph. Yeah, I thought it was. But side note, I thought it was pretty self-evident.
Right.
See Broseph and Smith. Anyways, whatever. But yeah, okay. Oh, new here. All right, let's check out your profile, and then they'll read the profile, which is
Sorry.
very.
Is that
That's
volume
why.
coming up on screen?
Yeah, it was. Then it went away. But
Okay, good. I paused it. I wanted to see if I could find a networking event so you could maybe explain it to us live.
yes, yeah, yes, that'd be good. Yeah.
How did you find networking? Um,
Just as I was scrolling the lives, because that's what they said. That's why I like kind of Googled. They're like, just scroll the lives, and you'll find eventually. This morning there was at least 10 of them that I was going through.
oh,
But,
hello?
yep, I'm here.
Okay. I'm trying to block. How come I can't block just the.
Just the TikTok audio.
Yeah. Can you talk now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. You're on my headset's got you on both.
Okay,
All right.
gotcha.
Let me see. It's got to be right. But anyways, let me just do this. So it'll definitely say, like, when we find one, it usually says, like, the ones that I saw above it would say if you're under 10,000 followers,
Yeah,
you're
under 10K, under 5K, under 1K, you know, or like, or that sometimes they'll just say 10K, 5K, 1K goals, something like that. Also, apparently the live creators have to be very careful about what you're saying too. They spell out a lot of the words, like
yeah.
you know, let's you know, help each other reach our GOALs, you know, or you
Here's
know,
one right here, right? Under 10K, under 5K, under 1K. All right.
yeah, let's see it.
All right. This is exactly what I was getting confused, because she's like, let's go diamonds up here. Drop, like yesterday, they like, you got your 1 flower a day, pop your flowers, move
Yes.
your, and I was like, what?
So if you, I think if you, and this is the part I'm so figuring out a little bit more. I think if you do paid gifts, then you get to the top. Let me see if you're looking at the screen, the top right, there's a little kind of list of like you'll see like little bubbles of the profile pictures, and then like if it's a really popular one, a lot of people have gifted stuff, you'll see a couple bubbles and then like plus 92 or whatever, and those are all the people that have gifted to the stream. And now the reason why they do that is because those are the, you know, they say, all right, you know what to do up there. That's, you go add those people, and then, you know, fingers crossed they'll add you back. You know, it seems like I'm having about a 50% success rate at that if you're looking at the my follower to following count. But yeah, you go ahead, just yeah, the people that have bought stuff, that gets you kind of like priority, so you don't have to Whatnot app. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I was gonna
say, we talked about a couple of things. One, Broseph found out the quickest way to go live on TikTok is to open a TikTok shop with items.
Yes.
And the quickest way to get items is through Printify or Gelato print on demand items, so you can go live. So with WhatsApp app, you need items to sell. What we're doing with the TikTok stuff is trying to work towards affiliate, where we sell other people's products globally on a global market for a commission. But anyways, go ahead, bro.
I was going to say, to that point though, that's a good idea. That was something I was thinking about, because I had initially listed some of these on TikTok too. I had just done one item. In fact, the ones that I hadn't put inside of capsules yet, these Nordic giant ones, they're pretty cool. But this little guy, I can't see it very well. Oh, he's upside down, I think. There we go. Look at that little troll guy. I forget what his name was. The giant. And then you got Drazel on the back. Ooh, pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, I had listed excuse me, a few of these on TikTok Shop, and then it immediately got taken off, because I guess any kind of coins, you know,
I'm surprised. Actually, I'm not surprised. Forget what I was about to say.
Yes. and yeah, side note,
shout out to TikTok. We love you. We want to have a long and beneficial win-win relationship with you.
Yes. I look forward to looking with the people who.
Let's move on.
So yeah. Anyways, but yeah, the what's not one. I was thinking about that because of some people do these. They do these live sales of copper sometimes on eBay that I've seen, and then, you know, because of the auction setup, it creates that sense of excuse me, that sense of urgency.
Yeah,
exactly. So you know, and I think you need a little more. I mean, I think with eBay Live, you need a little more, like, possibly a little more notoriety or something. I don't know. I looked into it, and it didn't seem like I could do a eBay Live auction thing quite yet. But you know, if I could pop on Whatnot and, you know, shill these guys, and that would help to push these a little faster, because Yeah, I've had them listed for about a week now and just sold my first $15 pack of 3. So if I can pop on an auction and, do dollar and go and get,
Well, we have
people having this.
Yeah, we have a couple of things in the work. I guess we can mention. We got about 9 minutes left. So, I have a hard out. We can do some more stuff as we go along. I have to go to the pharmacy and pick up my medical route today. I'm still doing medical courier stuff. But if you're trying to build your TikTok account, find accounts like this that are, that are talking, listen to them and try to follow the instructions and match people. And once you figure it out, you'll get some followers.
Yes.
The plan for me and Broseph as we work further on this though is, so I have the Amazon FBA store, and I was originally selling like American products, but then those got in trouble. So I just learned import export. And then as soon as Trump got into office, he put tariffs on everything, and it kind of stressed it. So now I'm back to American brands. So I have a whole list of American brands I was trying to work with. And I was thinking about this earlier. So I'm going to make a relationship with them to buy from them, to mostly put them on Amazon FBA. But then I was also thinking, if Broseph and I build TikTok shops, I can put them in my store and have the wholesale to sell. And Broseph can work out a deal where he's the affiliate marketer on them and getting paid a commission on the TikTok shop. And then also, if we have those products, we can go live on eBay and live on What's Not. And I'll have these American brands made in the USA by small mom and pop independent companies that are trying to work with us and sell products. And we'll not only build their Amazon marketplace, we'll build the infrastructure of what the future is, which is live person-to-person shopping. Oops. I don't know why I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, how these come through sometimes, and sometimes they don't. You ever notice that? My phone's on Do Not Disturb, and every now and again, there's certain numbers that can breach the
really
thing. Yeah, anyways, so then we'll have like a infinite amount of we'll have an infinite amount of products.
Yeah.
And they'll be local, and we can get them and we can feed them. And then not only can I put them on Amazon, but we can also figure out how we can sell them in other places. And we'll have a lot of control over it, because I can put it in the shop and I know how much they're worth. I can let other affiliates try to sell them for us too, and we could ship them out. But also with TikTok, if you message the people and say, hey, I'm about to go live, do you have any discounts or promos or whatever? And they say, if you're the TikTok shop owner, give them that. And if you're a TikTok affiliate, always ask for one and they'll give you one. If we're working together and I know my bottom line and I know that you're going to sell, I can give you the biggest promotional stuff, and the secondary affiliates less. So you'll have the seller's advantage, but everybody can still grow. Yeah. So I think I'm just thinking of some long-term webs that we could use. Right now, the small, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? The small goal for us is one of us getting to 5K to test proof of concept on TikTok affiliate, which seems like it's going to be you, because I'm nervous to put a lot of energy when I'm working some other stuff. Pull away from that. But if that works and you can start generating $100 to $200 a day doing affiliate stuff,
that's a dream.
Bro, I'm immediately going all in, because if you can just do that, then you project it. I mean, I've seen people, once they really figure it out, making 100K a month, because it's global. So this is the last thing I want to end it on. Sorry to dominate the show at the end.
Oh, you're good.
You and me were talking yesterday, and I was like trying to brainstorm when I was driving, and I was saying, should I do the medical courier stuff? Should I do Amazon FBA? Should I do land flipping? Should I do the surplus funds recovery. Should we do the TikTok store? And then I turned on NPR and I was listening to the market reports. And I often listen to NPR to see what the government's putting on the radio for information.
Yeah. Get a gauge of what the economic environment will be based off of their let's say projections.
Yeah. So I was thinking like, all right, Amazon FBA marketplace that I've been doing since 2021 is great. And if I want to do an American first approach with America, buy American products and sell it on Amazon FBA, I had difficulty doing it international. And there's all like constantly just certifications just kept changing like governments just change at the snap of their finger and you lose your home business, right? So Amazon could be a good national business with me for local brands. So I was like, okay, if I did land flipping, I'm basically finding land, selling it to developers for a small commission. But if the economy is going down and people are buying less houses, are the developers building houses going to exist? So I was like, okay, that seems like something that could slow down if the economy is crashing and slow down. The surplus funds is when somebody goes into foreclosure or somebody passes, the government takes over the estate, they sell the estate at auction, and they pay off the debt. And if there's money left over, the government holds it and they put it on a website, but they don't tell anybody. You can go on these websites and find money that the government's holding that other people owe. Call them up and say, hey, you want me to help you recover this? Recover the money for them and take a commission. So I thought, okay, if the economy is going to get bad, people are going to continuously die, go into foreclosure, surplus funds will be more and more available. But that's still local, and it's you got to keep going and finding new stuff
in perpetuity.
So then we found TikTok Shop Affiliate. And if you do a live TikTok affiliate account for global brands, when you go live, you're going live to every English-speaking country in some Latin American and Asian countries at once that can tune in, see your products, and then purchase your products. If you could capture, like you were saying yesterday, even 0.01% of a global marketplace, you're going to make more money than if you get 1% of an American marketplace. So we decided to focus our energies towards global enterprises. So like if the government like failing in the US and the government's failing in Venezuela, then you don't want to do local business in Venezuela or America. You want to do global. But if you know what I mean? So like we're trying to figure out, so like you want to do foreclosure settlements in the US when the economy's going bad, and globally. And when the economy's pumping here again and people are buying, maybe we do land flipping again or whatever. So if that makes sense. So that's how I decided I'm going to start focusing my energy. Why don't you, so we can go a little bit over because I was so dominating. Why don't you wrap it up with some thoughts, what you're going to work on, and what your recommendations would be for anybody getting into like a 1099 situation?
Yeah.
So like your first week of trying to figure this out.
Yeah. So what I'm doing today, packing up that first order.
Nice. Congratulations.
Go.
Let's go.
I know. I'm stoked. First one. Number one. We're number one. Woo! Let's fucking go.
No, it does feel good. It's proof of concept. I'm right there with you. I remember my first sale on Amazon. I was like, oh, this does work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, okay, whew, all right. I'm not going to be completely penniless.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to go, actually that whatnot thing made me think about that. I might give a little bit of time looking into that. I do have to go shopping, and the other day on my TikTok, I had bought some $50 rolls found exactly 0 silver $half, but
Yeah.
now I have money to now I'm my process is, when I get more money, might do some more of these videos and then use this to go spend his real money
Yeah. Yeah.
since it's just 50 cents and not silver. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the thing with we can't go too long because I gotta go. I have
yeah.
the pharmacy pickup for the courier business. Oh, and the medical courier business stuff is going to go up too because as we have an aging population, they're going to have medical stuff delivered. So, and insurance pays for most of it. So I have been doing the medical courier stuff, but if you do the coin flipping like you were doing, you take $10, you go to the bank, you get a roll of $10, you go home, you sort through it, you have none of the money is worth anything more than what the face value is. You can just go back and get you another roll with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
My only issue right now is that very few banks have like rolls on hand. And also, I don't have an account with any of the local banks. My credit union is still in Utah.
Oh yeah, I know. There's a
So I'm
couple.
gonna have to
There's a
work on
discount
that.
store here called Ocean State Job Lot. Ocean State Job Lot in the East Coast. When you walk and you're shopping in there, they have a lot of discount items. They say, hey, if you bring in your coins, we'll give you an additional like 10% off if you pay in change. So like you
Oh,
can bring in rolled coins. So if you pay with rolled coins with them, you get a 10% discount at that store. And they sell food and stuff too. So like basically like they're having difficulty getting change, and that's their way to incentivize people to bring uh,
bring 'em in, yeah.
bring the change in. So anyway, so you went on, you posted the eBay stuff. That's a good sale, and you've
Yes.
been thrifting.
Been
Um,
thrifting. I kind of I paused on it for a sec, just just try to see if a couple more things can sell. Just so I'm not just throwing too much money into it. But I might go out again today after I drop off the package at the post office,
yeah,
just to see what's up, just to kind of keep posting stuff on there to keep my account active and everything. But the yeah, so in what you were saying before about any advice to anyone starting off, I mean, really is the thing that I just so far I'm still at the point where I'm still following the thing that I told myself, which is just do it, like, because that seems to be a common theme in many aspects of life. It's just the consistency. And I know this, sounds like a stupid thing, but I'm also someone who, I'm like, I can get excited about something and then really quick be like, all right, fuck this. This sucks. I suck. I hate this,
yeah,
but,
yeah.
and then, and just kind of, constantly being, instead of holding on to that, just like, all right, thought, there you go, and then, breathing and moving forward to, and just keep doing it, because especially with the TikTok stuff, I was like, I don't know what I'm
Dude,
doing.
when you told me this morning that you're up to 369, I was not that I was amazed like you couldn't do it, but I've been on there with 2 accounts just trying to like, and I'm so busy with the routes and stuff because I'm
Yeah.
covering the other shift. I haven't had time to like sit with it for a day. But that really put a lot of fire under my butt because, like, okay, in 3 days I could be up to 300, which means we can get to 5,000 within a month
Yep.
organically.
Yeah.
Also, I was like, what I would say is the biggest thing for me, if you guys are listening to this or whatever, subscribe to the channel. Once I'm covering an extra medical route for somebody who's in surgery. So I'm doing his work in the morning. I'm doing my work at night. When that ends, we're going to get on a more consistent basis here to do stuff in the morning. But I would say community. I think the thing that's
Yeah.
helping me and I can see helping Broseph is
Yes.
the 2 of us are holding each other accountable.
Yes.
And by holding each other accountable, uh, it gives you an extra layer of like, okay, not that I feel like I'm going to let Broseph down, but like this morning I was like, I'm going to do it live. Let me see what Broseph's doing. And he was like, yeah, dude, I'll like start without me. I'm going to hop in the shower and then I'll definitely do it or whatever. And bam. but now we're energized for the day. And if you're listening to this, you're energized. And
Starting off on the right page, like on the right note.
And in the future, I think what we're going to try to do is figure out a time where we can be consistent and do some lives, and then people can show up, ask questions, but make sure to ask them here and build a community. Because I think the thing that will help people the most is the community and watching people do, actually do it in real time, instead of like a lot of times people are like, well, I'll go do this huge thing, complete it, and then go back and teach people how to do it.
Yeah.
Or you could just record doing it and people can learn with you and you can go on the journey together.
Exactly. And I feel like it's, not to, I'm always skeptical of, I've said before, I'm always skeptical of like like buy my course it's like, all right, so obviously the niche that you're marketing isn't the actual making money off of whatever the content is in your guide. It's you're making money off of the guide.
Well,
and so seeing it live, people can get it raw. It's like this is what it really is. There's good things and there's bad things. Another thing I will say about real quick, just about these, I had initially listed them for $17.99. Completely realized, about 90% of me realized, no, they're probably not going to sell at that point. Some had, but not a ton. I'm a new seller, so I went ahead, just pumped them down a couple bucks, so as to give that extra, they're cheaper now, deal, as well as the, just to kind of market them for less. But and so, the small things, along the way, like if things, if you have an eBay store, things aren't selling, don't, immediately get discouraged. Even though that I do, you just gotta like, all right,
we kind of work well.
Yeah.
We could go all day, but like, it's crazy when we talk because I am delusionarily optimistic about everything. Broseph is, without taking a shot at you, so it's,
no, I am
pessimistic. I'm recognizing, as we discussed, as you step into this new realm, and I can see the skepticism and the negativity shedding as you dive in deeper.
Yes,
but it is
interacting genuinely too.
I'll message Tim like, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and you can make like 160K a month, and he's like, dude, I got 3 followers on TikTok. In my mind is because I took the Clifton like strengths book, and my top quality is a visionary. My mind just fires, and I'm like, me and Broseph are going to be TikTok stars. And when you were talking about the classes, I was like, the reason that guy's selling the $26 course, it's so good because he is teaching people what to do. But also, if you noticed, that guy is like, and you can sell products like this, and he like pulls a product that he's selling, and he's got affiliates for now. So he's gone from an affiliate to making money, to launching a product, to putting that product in the TikTok store, to going on live, to selling it, to teaching affiliates how to sell it, so they're selling his product.
Yes,
And
so I guess that
fulfilling thing. So like, if there is a shortcut, like you have tons of time, and so you're like, well, why would I buy a class? I'll figure it out. For me, I was like, $27. It's a shortcut if he can, whatever. But the thing with him, basically everybody that I was looking at said, buy a TikTok shop. It's going to be between $200 and $400, but you can go live within 24 hours and start selling. And if you hit one sweet spot, you're going to make all your money back with one product. And then the account gets banned. At least you figured it out, and you can try it again. But anyways, I have to get to the pharmacy and pick up a thing. So thanks everybody for joining us. Congratulations to Broseph on your first sale. If you're watching this, please go on the links below. Go over to Broseph and my YouTube channel, and please follow us. We have the link trees below. The most important follow, if you want to follow back and you're interested in the TikTok affiliate, is go over to TikTok and follow us. and we'll follow you back. We're pretty much following back anybody that follows us up to 5,000 followers. And then I'll put links to the beginning of the show where I created the ChatGPT AI screenshot thing to download the PDF, so you can do that on your own. And then we'll put a link later on to Brosef's eBay store, which will be below. Unfortunately, I'm leaving for work, so I'm not going to be able to do any of that till later tonight or tomorrow morning. So if it's not there when you watch this, check back in 24 hours and I'll put it there as soon as I can. So everybody have a great day, and thanks for tuning in.
Peace.